Hello. Once again I come before you as a representative of the Illuminati. You may call me the Man. Well, this week's question comes from one of our viewers in the comment section. He asked, what's the deal with Nibiru? And I think I kind of answered that question in the comment section of our Anunnaki video, which you can see right here. And folks, let me just say, if you haven't read the comments that we get on this channel, go back through the videos that we have and read over those comments. I think you'll find them as entertaining as we do. And remember, of course, even the most hate-filled comment is a view. So, you know, our message is still getting out. But on to Nibiru. Now, Nibiru, according to some conspiracy theorists, is a rogue planet. It's also called Planet X, the 12th planet. Apparently, it's a planet that doesn't have quite the same orbit as everybody else. A lot of people say that while everybody's doing this around the sun, Nibiru does this, or it has an orbit that's like so far out and then slingshots in, or something like that. Anyway, it comes around every 3,600 years, or 4,000 years, or 5,000 years, or 10,000 years, depending upon who you talk to. And when it does, it has several effects on the planet. Apparently either shifts the poles so that, you know, the North and South Pole are now at the equator and the people in Brazil are awash in penguins, or it makes the Earth spin backwards, like in that Superman movie, you know, when he wanted to go back in time and save his girlfriend. Yeah, it does that. That's kind of the theory. Now, some people say people live on this planet, although that's almost impossible. You know, people say the Anunnaki live there, and I understand why they say that. I'll get to that later. But think about that. Now, you've got an orbit that slings you so far outside that nobody has seen this planet in recorded history anyway, and then it suddenly comes flying in and smacks the planet Earth and causes all these problems. Nothing's going to live on that, you know. You go so far out, you're going to freeze to death. Nothing would develop out there that far, except maybe some bacteria. If you develop life somewhere else and they just happen to jump on that planet and they go way out there, well, guess what? They still freeze to death. Now, I hear some of you saying, well, they have advanced technology. Yeah, advanced technology will do a lot, but what you're thinking about doing, you might as well say they have magic. You might as well say the Anunnaki are elves or leprechauns, because that's just fanciful thinking. That's in the realm of fantasy and science fiction. No, the real truth is Nibiru is a spaceship. It is associated with the Anunnaki. As a matter of fact, the Anunnaki in this section of the galaxy travel around in the spaceship Nibiru, and it's currently docked on the other side of our moon as the Anunnaki are undergoing our audit of humanity. The one that ends December 21st, 2012. The one who decides whether or not we as a species get to keep breathing. Yeah, and I explained all that in the Anunnaki video I pointed out to you earlier. So yeah, I hope that kind of eases your mind. There's no planet that's going to come around and smack us around. You know, such a planet would leave a trail. Such a planet would leave some sort of evidence that it existed at some point in our history, and there just isn't any. There's some legends, you know. There's legends about all kinds of stuff. Back in the 70s, we caused a legend about Bigfoot to be born. So, you know, doesn't mean anything's real. It just means it's a legend. So I hope that kind of soothes your minds. You got one less thing to worry about because that audit, it's kind of pressing. The Middle East is still on fire, and Europe is on the verge of economic collapse. So, hey, when you see your neighbor tomorrow, it'd be really good if you could say hi and, you know, treat him nicely. That would be great. And you know, when you see those chemtrails blazing up there in the sky, I wouldn't worry about them either. I just relax and breathe deeply.